Hi, welcome back to the channel, Scott Machine Gun Dad. We're going to do part 2 to Pennsylvania State Police Berettas. I did part 1 with the nickel. After we had problems with this, and I forgot to mention, one of the problems I had is one of my troopers when I was in Tunkhannock, he was taught that when he went on days off to lock the slide open like that, all right? And what happened was, we had qualification and his gun wasn't working. Well, here I took his gun apart. The recoil spring had lost set and was about 3/4 of an inch shorter, and because of that, he bulged the frame. And apparently that must have happened more than once, because the state did away with this. And what did they do? They went out and got the same thing in blued, only they call it the model Brigadier. And if you notice, the Brigadier, I'll show you versus the state gun, earlier state gun, has a reinforced more metal right here. And then I'll flip it over, you can see the slide's thicker, more mass in the slide, slow the slide down a little bit. The funny thing about the Brigadier is the state says, oh, we're going to use the same gun, the same system and everything. They had to buy new holsters because the Brigadier doesn't fit in the other holster. Flip this around and you can see the emblem on this one. Now, you will also notice that the barrel on this is kind of beat up. This is a 9mm barrel. When I shoot this gun, I shoot it in 9mm because it costs me a lot less money. And if you watch my video, this is a drop-in conversion. So let me tell you about this gun. This is kind of a personal story. At the time that we were issued these guns, which was around 2000, I was the corporal in Uniontown, and one of my jobs was to hand out new weapons. So Uniontown's a pretty big station, maybe 140 guns, 200 guns. I don't remember because we had crime too. And you get a box of guns and you get a checklist and you write down the serial number of the gun, you write down the trooper's name, he comes in and you sign him out a new gun, right? Sign it, and then he has a choice of either buying the new gun or turning it back into the state. He had to turn them back in, and then I would check off whether they were going to buy them. That's how I ended up getting this one. So anyway, I'm handing it out. I've done 40 guns that day. I've already got my gun. I get down to the serial numbers, and I get down to the serial number on a Beretta that matches my badge number. And I'm like, whoa, 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 this 2-month rookie out of the academy is not getting this gun. So I took my gun, went up, put his name on my, assigned him the gun I had already cleaned and made pretty, and took the gun with my badge number and assigned that to me. So as far as I know, I'm probably the only guy in PSP that ever had a Beretta that matched his badge number. So that's a little piece of trivia. These guns shot basically the same as these guns. A little less felt recoil. Again, I shot 300. These guns were, I would have preferred double single, but these guns are really good, solid shooting guns. And they're smooth as butter. And that's because I slipped 2,000 of them every weekend for as long as we carried them. I'm going to take it out on the range. Oh, and one other thing. We actually went to an 11-round magazine on this gun instead of the 10-round magazine on the previous gun. And the only problems we ever have with these guns that I'm aware of, and it's hard to see, but over years of use and being dropped and stuff like that, the feed lips don't stay parallel. They start to spread out from the weight of the 40, almost like Beretta didn't make the feed lips out of a heavy enough steel. But either way, I'm going to take you out in the range and show you how to use it. I'm going to run it in 9mm because it's cheaper and I don't have to change the barrel. See you on the range. We're outside. We're going to take the second generation PSP Beretta for a run. If you were paying attention, you notice there's a 9mm barrel. I've said that before. So this is actually a 15-round military surplus magazine. See if it works. How about that? Now, This is an 11 round 40 magazine loaded with 15 rounds of 9mm. Let's see if it works. Like butter. So that's the end of the PSP Berettas. This is, as I said, the one with the badge number. My badge is my badge number. If you got a 96 Beretta, you can run it 9mm, save yourself a ton of money. Thanks for coming to my channel.